I'm literally doing random ranked between the seasons and regulations and stuff. So here's the team, because I was using Spam. I was testing. Really need to make improvements, but I'm using the team as it is. Probably try to do, like, before the rollover, at least this one recording. Just to have some stuff that goes up alongside the Let's Play to show off some teams. And because, yeah. Okay, could be trickery.
Oh, hey, Weavile, you don't see that very often.
Weavile was picking up because it's a decently fast.
I thought Sneasler is faster. So it would win.
No, Weavile is faster than Sneasler. Sneasler is faster with Unburden.
I am amazed I don't see Weavile more than because it would win the fake out war.
Sneasler's more consistent because Unburden is dumb. Could be Trick Room.
I have no idea if this is people. I have no idea if this is people running a weird ass bulky set, but I've noticed it seems like almost no one is running Unburden on that thing because it will still be slower than things like
people
after consuming an
a
item.
few YouTubers were running bulky sets, but Unburden was still decently common.
Yeah, that's the least I expected.
Well, basically, because you can't. Gonna try to get up the psychic ring because I can't fake out, but I can ignore Mega Evolving.
Even if you could, even if you could fake out the Weavile would still be faster, wouldn't it?
Yes.
I'm amazed they went for U-turn and,
It would have been faster than...
I would have expected them to just go for,
This
like...
is why I'm making the one play. Yeah. Dazzling Gleam. Spanning Force. Mega Dazzle. You set up Trick Room?
Well, one, because it already took some damage. The double hit
might
be able to KO, maybe.
Nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, won't that...
Yes.
Yeah, and there's a protect, so they definitely clicked Trick Room. Cool.
So close.
Oh, they did it! Click Trick... Why did you not click Trick Room? Oh, they're trying to stall out. Like a motherfucker.
Weavile is going to die. And then it's just a matter of...
Oh, they could swap out the sack something, but if they swap out the sack something, that's definitely going to die. Yeah.
Serena, but it's
now
not...
the question is, do you click protect or not? Oh, yeah, they...
My backline can be really good. Cause you can, like...
Well, the funny thing is, because the Weavile isn't...
No, hold...
Because it's not...
Psychic!
Psychic Terrain has 2 turns now.
Expanding! Expanding!
Oh, the question is... Oh, they just leave it in. I'm going to...
Yes. Because... Like, I'm in a good position because the Weavile is why I'm only gonna do like 3 to 5. Yeah, there's a Blastoise.
Like,
I have 1 turn of Psychic
you
Terrain.
got 1 turn of Psychic Terrain on left. Because Weavile is a Dark type, it can't,
Expanding Force. Doesn't gleam.
Because Weavile is a Dark type, it can't get hit.
Yeah.
They Mega Evolve. Now the question is, are they going to Mega Evolve and protect? Because they could double protect, or... Yeah, Weavile protect, of course. Horse now. Now the question is what except because you took a lot of damage, you might. Yep. Yeah! I was like, you might barely live!
And I don't need my weirdness anymore. Because I'm faster than Blastoise, because it's a Mega, and
the most Psychic Terrain would do is increase damage, but as long as they don't protect, D-Gleam will hit both.
They can't spread, you can't fake out. You could try a cheeky Ice Shard, which,
But, nope, there's letting it go.
Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna do like...
Water spout. No. Oh, that was a move. They were going in.
Because they can go fast. I'm gonna try to average in these videos to do shorter crap, like at least an average of like 3 battles, 4 or 5 if they're kind of short. I just wanted to do literally random ranked because my side spam team is okay depending on matchup because I got a good... And this is like the most obvious fucking Trick Room.
I'm not used to seeing the regular teacup.
Obvious fucking Trick Room is fucking obvious. And then I'm faster than everything else.
You never remember what's its special defense is the stupid high for Snorlax, isn't it?
It's special, but its HP is really good.
Yes.
No, I'm gonna backline it like this.
Yeah, I know, but my point is...
I'm gonna backline it like this. Because you have, like, weird, idiotic trigger.
Yeah, there's...
Yep. Obvious Trick Room is obvious. The most obvious Trick Room imaginable. Imprison. Outside.
Yeah, of course they... I don't know if that's the other super obvious thing people... I can't remember, can we make you flinch through the disguise?
I don't remember, but I'm... Unless you're not Trick Room, but you look like Trick Room. This is why I have this free, because I'm trying to get better at my reads.
Oh.
Ah, yep. Flinched anyway.
That was a crit and a flinch.
Let's just start dismantling crap.
Especially because a dual wing beat is super effective and,
You even got in for rules. Getting that
Right.
one's fucking hard.
Right. The thing that, like, the toucan has protect and they sent in Ampharos. Are you about to parabolic charge and protect, or are you just going to go for, like...
Yeah. It does get going. Not that skill went. And I moved before their toucan, so we just hyper voice, and I'll just dazzle for spread, especially because that might be a dragon. The Mega's a dragon.
I feel like Mega, evolving at that low of health, that would be...
Unless you're protecting and trying to do dumb shit. Yep, there's skill link. I was right. Ha!
Why?
Thanks for becoming weak to this!
Unless, like you said, unless they protect. Nope, no protect.
And this is how you hard.
Why did you do that? Ma'am, why did you do that?
And this is how you hard.
Your
Yeah.
HP wasn't high enough unless you thought you were gonna click like psychic or something.
So, like, yeah, there's the Mimikyu, and I've got too much of a backline. Now, the problem, I don't.
They're
What?
they're probably going to try to set Trick Room.
I have Imprison that lasts forever. My backline is really good if I play it right. I just need. Alright.
Oh. The
Oh, are you fucking serious?
skill. Why did you?
So they can use priority against me?
Because you damaged the Mimikyu, will that kill them? Except, because now the Mimikyu is dead, you, like, well, the Mimikyu...
I can do the dumb.
I was going to say what you could
No.
do...
Yeah.
I was going to say what you could do to
Swap?
be, protect so you don't eat a Shadow Ball, swap the Farigiraf out, and get up Psychic Terrain, and then just blow them up.
No, my plan, because I had a Focus Sash, was Ingrid was going to do damage, and after Ingrid did damage, I was going to swap Insanity in, because I had a Focus Sash.
That's why I was saying...
Well, I could... I mean, I could have... Okay.
Because Farigiraf, it's a normal type, it couldn't be hit by Ghost, so that spot, unless they would expect a switch, they would likely not target, so that's why I was like, you could have protected
Okay.
and swapped it.
And now we get all the...
And now, back to degeneracy, that's what I know.
We get all the dumb shit.
They're probably definitely going to bring King Gambit.
It depends. Like, it really does depend. It really does depend, honestly. I might lead these two.
Unless they decide to, because of whatever else they bring, unless they decide to be really risky and not bring King Gambit, but I can sort of super easily shut down the Psy spam, so that's why I'm like, I feel like they're going to probably bring that. Especially because if King Gambit has a Chople Berry, it actually can live a Focus Blast from the Mega Alakazam.
Depending on investment, that is a hard roll, though. It depends. Okay.
Huh, not what I expected. Not the lead I expected. I honestly expected,
Okay, so
I honestly expected the Sneasler in the lead.
you might become a dragon, and Mega Evolution will go off. Like, I could risk Clanger's Soul is kind of risky. I'm just gonna Claim Scales. I'm gonna get up a Tailwind. Oh, perfect. Perfect.
If it's, are they going to try to click Snarl because it's going to be the support Arcanine because you're aren't you soundproof?
Yes.
So if they click, oh, no, how? Oh.
Except I'm gonna lock you into the deck.
And if they get greedy and click how again to try and...
Yes! Ah, and this is how you dismantle a team!
Now, shenanigans can still occur because it's all gonna come down to what the Arcanine clicks. What did Arcanine click? Did they click how, or... Oh, yeah, Snore, except there's the soundproof.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What's your back line?
Well, and I feel like they're probably definitely at that point going to swap the Arcanine out.
Realistically, like, instead of trying to get greedy and stupid, I'm gonna do damage.
That's why... Oh no, there is a True for Alligator. Oh, there's the King Gambit. Oh. Now, because of the Snarl, Actually, wait, is Snarl... Is that a guarantee special attack drop? I can't remember.
If it lands, yeah.
And it did land, so... Yeah. That's the minus, 1, and that is a,
Relodon. What's my... Okay, I'm missing 1 defense. But I have enough health, I might be able to survive.
Well, like, Arch it's a special attacker, so unless they're running like a body press...
Well, I could spread damage for safety. I have Aura Sphere. Yeah, there's the sucker. Yeah, okay, good. Good.
Oh yeah, it's resistant. I forgot it did that.
Good. Good. Yes.
And if they clicked Flash Cannon because it's the fairy, that means that thing lives another day. Oh, nope, Dragon Pulse. They made the right play.
Right play with an asterisk.
I mean right play in the sense that was the bigger threat instead of just, oh, I can super
Yes, but my idea worked better. Because I don't need fucking Tailwind. Because I can come in. I'm faster than a goddamn arch. I love you, Winnie. And I got a fake out. You don't, Okay. Alright. I have a fake out and I am faster than arch. I could fake out the gator.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Which might protect anyway.
And then it's a does Moonblast KO at -1.
Well, I'm sashed. Here's the thing. I am sashed. Yeah, fake out to stop you from doing anything. Single target, -1. Yep.
Okay, yeah, but low enough.
What?
Because it was -1, it was just low enough.
Yeah. And now, going to actually Psychic Train. Go ahead and get that up. Because I have a Focus Sash, and I'm faster than Gator, unless they Dragon Dance. But if you Dragon Dance in front of me, I'm Encore Locking you. I'm about to put the Fear of God in you. Okay, Psychic Train. Battlefield got weird. Moonblast. This should do most of the health bar. That's most of the health bar.
Elimination.
Except you
targeted that and it's resisted.
I do casual chaos and I get my teeth kicked in. I do random ranked and I'm
because we went over this because the casual ladder.
Yeah.
And then they just,
well, that was 3 battles. I won 3.
Wait, we
could call that a video.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
If you want to stop here.
We should.
6 win streak. Because I got 3 the other night. What? Ah! Actually, I do want to stop here.
Because 1666.532.
Okay, so in the casual chaos, I got my teeth kicked in.
Because we've been over this, and after that going, well, I do think it literally is, like, basically the right before Master Ball and casual because of where those...
Oh, damn it. Alright. I got these and we're still recording.
Right before Master Ball and basically the casual, because of where those are, it does seem like that is when people are basically in the scenarios of the, oh, I'm going to, like, rely on evasion or rely on the, like, Quick Claw for free wins, even though that one fight did have a Quick Claw. When you get into Master Ball, because you are in Master Ball, you then at that point have to actually be kind of consistent.
We did a long casual chaos the other day. I'm leaving this little ramble in because our videos we do sometimes discuss things. I did 3 ranked battles and I won. I did 3 ranked battles, and I won. So I'm calling that, but there should be a long casual chaos showing some strengths and weaknesses of the team, but the reason this also went a little bit better is I thought about replacing Komaro, and then the other day, when I did some testing, I'm just gonna say this, because I can actually turn this into a quick little educational thing. I did some testing and I realized, no, Komaro is good I just need to not be, like, a person that's afraid of bringing it. Because a lot of the matches I was scared of bringing it, I would get my ass kicked. But then we get that one really good battle where it's like, ha, snarl, except I'm soundproof, bitch! And then I just eviscerate. That was like a great dismantling of the team. Strengths and I guess when I do ranked, because I've seen some other YouTubers do this and people like listening, I'll offer some tips to pilot the team, because I didn't show every facet of the team, but I did get to do some cool nonsense, which was great. Strengths and weaknesses of this team, and I didn't get to show everything. So, yeah, as I do ranked, I'll cover the team in more detail. Casual Chaos is a long video of me just getting kind of heated and doing a lot more battles just to see some nonsense, so you can see some wins and losses and see me piloting the team poorly. But then this ranked showcase was great and I didn't even need to do everything. Gravity increases accuracy, meaning Focus Blast can hit more. Expanding Force when Psychic Terrain is up is a powerful spread move. While Insanity is a special attacker, Fake Out is for priority. Nostradamus has Inner Focus, which means you can't flinch, and I got to show that example. Dazzling Gleam is a secondary spread move that hits Dragon, it hits Dark types. Wide Guard is a common weakness to this team, because I don't have a lot of ways to stop Wide Guard, but Expanding Force is super spammable. If you wanted to take Insanity, but make Insanity a little bit more, like this set, if you wanted it to be a bit more consistent, all you would need to do to make this set infinitely more consistent in some cases, replace Expanding Force with single target damage so that you don't have to rely on getting locked down by Wide Guard. I mean, so that you're not countered by that, that's what I meant. So, yeah, I'll just cover the team, because there's one or two YouTubers that would offer strengths and weaknesses, so I'll just do it at the end. Ingrid is a slow mine with a tiny bit of speed training, because her job is to imprison Trick Room, imprison Hyper Voice as well, which can be useful. Psychic Noise is to stop healing. That's consistent. That's why that's there. It stops all forms of healing, berries, draining moves. Hospitality, leftovers. Imprisoning Hyper Voice is a fine bonus. I don't use it for that much. Trick Room has a -7 priority. So, Imprison will generally go before Trick Room if a Trick Room setter is trying to set Trick Room. So, okay. Quickly just going down the list. This is how I'm going to structure the ranked. So, also adjusting my headphones. Sorry about that. Not the most professional. Jet is just a Wide Guard user. No Tailwind. Rock Slide, Dual Wing Beat, those become more accurate in gravity. They're not the worst moves. Otherwise, I just don't like a 90 accuracy. Psychic Fangs is basically on the side spam team for two reasons. One, it breaks screens. And two, if gravity is in effect, Jet is touching the floor, meaning psychic terrain actually works, so he can get a bonus and actually use psychic terrain. So, in case people don't know that, so I'm covering weaknesses at the end. If a Pokemon is flying or levitating, you don't get the terrain effects. Gravity forces flying types to the ground and levitate to the ground, meaning you can hit them with ground damage, which is also useful to know. But by forcing Jet to the ground, Psychic Fangs becomes more consistent damage, so instead of running Protect, Jet just has utility. Oh, damn it. TV was... I just noticed our TV ended up unmuted, so there's there might be, unfortunately, I do this, god damn it. I normally mute the TV, but I just noticed the volume was low and not muted. Should have checked that, I thought it was muted. So the mic track might have picked up the volume, but I had it low enough, or I don't think it will. With the master game audio and the commentary. If I need to, what I might do is remove from the background noise, remove from the master audio for the commentary the little bit of background noise. I'm sorry about that. If there was a slight error, it happens, but I'm gonna finish my little team thing and do my outro. We're not the most professional, but this video went well. Cotton Hill does prankster shenanigans. Sunny Day is on here to mess with other weather. Obviously, I can't mess up sun, but this was mainly to patch up my sand matchups. If a sandstorm is active, rock types get special defense, so Tyranitar sometimes can live in a sandstorm. This was to fix that matchup. And to screw with rain more than anything. And then I actually got to show what Karma does. Her whole thing is she has a tiny bit of special defense to live a couple of hits after the setup. And she's mostly just damage with soundproof. It's to stop trapping Gengars, because when you're soundproof, you're immune to all sound moves. With a fun bonus, Hyper Voice is sound, so you actually get a slightly better surprise matchup into some Gardevoir and like Sylveon sets. But with that said, I'm ending now. I think I explained the team well. I'm sorry about the audio. It's probably, when I master this, not gonna be super noticeable, and I might just remove that as background noise from the commentary track, I thought the TV was muted, the volume was low. That's happened before. Sorry if that fucks anything up. Okay. With that said, this has been the first episode of Random Ranked. So, with that basically said, I am now the beggar and the vagabond, where I'm on the street corner, I flip over my empty hat, I have an empty guitar case, and I shake my cup of change. Like, comment, and subscribe. Can you spare a like? Comment and subscribe. That feeds the algorithm, that helps our communities grow. So, that really does a lot for YouTube. If anything, that makes the YouTube channel more likely to be seen. I know this Pokemon stuff is not the most professional, but I've never fully been completely professional. I'm just someone who knows a decent amount about Pokemon, and I actually got to show really good side spam on Ranked. So, hey, I'm happy. After I did some Ranked the other night, but with that said, the Shell Train Express has rolled into the station, so choo-choo, motherfuckers. If you enjoyed the video, or any of our videos, the support really does help, but if you want to follow me or talk to me on social media or whatever the equivalent of following on a bunch of sites is, all of my social media links are in the video description and the pinned comment. Some of those sites are cesspools. There's also a link to the Twitch channel. We stream at random. I'm trying to do shiny hunts as well. We don't have affiliate at the time I'm recording this outro, so you can help with that if you feel so inclined. There's a Patreon. Don't feel obligated. I don't do Patreon exclusives. I will never nickel and dime people. I do need a hard drive. I was looking at the UPS battery backup. One of my hard drives got fucked over, but with that said, I think the start of Random Ranked went well. I actually got successful side spam, and I actually, instead of ass pulling and trying to really force myself to always do the side spam part, I did alternate leads and I kicked some ass. So, with that part said, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, I thought this topic would be quick and interesting. What is your general opinion on this side spam team? I actually think the team is pretty solid, since it also incorporates gravity in a fun and interesting way. And while I was somewhat afraid of bringing the combo when I tried to use this team in the one Casual Chaos video, I feel like Karma is a good, important linchpin, and this time I actually decided to use Karma in order to actually try and basically let her do what she does best, because she can counter a lot of things. The issue is sometimes if she's in a weird position, she kind of sucks, but she does beat a lot of common things quite easily. So I think her role is super important. I know my wording there was kind of awkward, but what I was trying to say is Karma can counter quite a lot of things. I just need to get in the mindset of actually using her to counter things. I see a few things that technically counter her, and I get slightly scared of using her. But with support, Karma is really consistent. So, overall, I think she's a good Pokemon. And I think I featured her well enough because that's the whole trick here. When used right, she counters quite a lot of different stuff. Even in that one battle where I led Karma, I could have got extra greedy and actually decided to be extra greedy and set up again. Because if I let Whimsicott theoretically go down, if I set up again, I would have had a very solid backline to help deal with a bunch of nonsense. And setting up again, my spread damage probably would have killed their Arch, which would have been great because I nearly killed at +1, so +2 would have definitely killed. And Sucker Punch wouldn't have mattered as much versus Karma at +2 because I would have had slightly higher defense. Lower health, but a slightly higher defense, which would have been pretty good. But I didn't want to get greedy because that is an issue. When you get a little bit too greedy and competitive, you might lose a battle. So I took the safest bet and I did my spread damage at +1 just in case, which I think is fine. If I had got too greedy, that could have cost me the match. So I made the safest play. Now, with that said, because I Encore locked it, I could have predicted that they were going to swap out the Mega, because Feraligatr was Encore locked. If I had predicted that swap, I could have played that slightly better, but that support Arcanine wasn't really doing much. And it does make more sense that they swapped the Encore locked Mega out. So my spread damage was still a good choice anyway, because I kind of assumed realistically that they were going to double swap, but that didn't end up happening. Predicting a double swap, I could have maybe got somewhat greedy, but just in case, I decided not to. I still think I played pretty well because I didn't make horrible greedy choices, because if you get too greedy, you do lose. And I knew my backline was pretty solid, so I was just trying to let Karma do as much damage as she could basically get away with. So Karma did phenomenal. And I still think I played pretty well, because the other advantage of doing what I did, Whimsicott staying in was important, because even at -1, Cotton Hill did okay damage and was able to beat Archraladon. Now, if I predicted an obvious double swap, I could have done a swap as well, letting Karma do damage and throwing in Insanity or Nostradamus. Debatably, Insanity, so I could use Insanity and Fake Out for safe chip, or just start setting up so that Nostradamus could come in and clean, because at low health, Dazzling Gleam would have probably won versus everything else, but trying to get Psychic Terrain up would let me Psy spam, but not swapping and leaving my backline alone is also not a bad play. If you're listening to me ramble, I can offer 2 quick Pokemon tips. 1, swapping is okay, and people do have a bad habit of not swapping as much as they should, but with that said, my other tip is this. Sometimes if you don't swap, you can swap something in for free, and something coming in for free could be exactly what you need to win a match. And I was playing around my backline being so good that I felt like I didn't need my front line that much, because even if my front line had both went down, my back line could have came in and basically played a very simplistic game, because everything was so low. Dazzling Gleam might have KO'd. Insanity has Fake Out and a Focus Sash. And getting up Psychic Terrain would prevent Sucker Punch. And priority goes in speed order. Insanity is faster than King Gambit, so Psychic Terrain would go up first, then Sucker Punch would go, then Sucker Punch would fail. And I know, unless they were a Scarfed set, which didn't seem to be the case, Arch Ralladon was not going to be faster than what I had. Well, they might have been Scarfed, actually. I was at +1, to be fair. So, they could have actually been Scarfed. I actually don't know if they were Scarfed. They were probably Scarfed with some bulk and maybe Modest over Timid. So, realistically, I don't know, but even if they were faster, it wouldn't have mattered as much, but I am starting to ramble here. Because even if they were Scarfed, they would have defeated Karma, and then Karma getting defeated, I would have immediately registered that they were Scarfed, and then I could have played around that, and I might have won. I would just need to do a couple of things to guarantee a victory there. But anyway, this little extra ramble has gone on long enough. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.